Remember this picture from some weeks ago? Okay, here comes the story. In 2010, so more than 10 years ago, I received an email via my website from somebody who told me he has a stash of German passports with the infamous J stamp for Jews. Of course, I was curious and interested, so I asked for more details. The person sent me several pictures, including the picture of this suitcase, and tells me that he has about 200 of these documents. And that's, of course, is a very unusual number. So I asked for more details and a background story. But before I'm telling you this background story, I can tell you that I ordered a few documents with him. The price was very attractive and I wanted to see what the documents are, if they are genuine, how is the condition, and so on. So a few weeks later, I got indeed 3 documents in my mailbox. I inspected all documents very carefully and very deeply, and indeed I couldn't find any unusual things in the documents, no alternation, no forgeries whatsoever. Thanks to my vast network, I had a connection to a police station which were specialized in forgeries. So I contacted my person and I was able to show them the documents, and they did several tests with their equipment, and they also couldn't find any suspicious things. So we can say the documents were 100% genuine. So the seller of these documents sent me the picture of this suitcase with the documents and the story behind. And the story behind is that these documents were coming from Chile, where many of the German Jews escaped to save their life, of course, from the persecution of the Nazis and the Holocaust. And the Chilean governments, they exchanged the documents. So you have to deposit your German documents and then you will get Chilean documents. And it seems like they kept all the last 70, 80 years, these documents somewhere in an archive. Someone found it and he gets his hands on these documents. As I said, the documents were proved genuine, and the story sounds plausible to me. I discussed this with other collectors, and we came to the conclusion the story makes sense. Again, the documents are genuine, so let's continue to get some more documents from this gentleman. The discovery of this stash of documents of German NS passports with the Jewish stamp gives us also a very good insight on the handling of such documents, because we can see the different types of this J stamp, the different forms and sizes. There were also some passports which had a hand-drawn J marker. Now you have to know there was even a circular letter from the Germans on this J stamp, how it should be designed, where it should be placed, but it was never defined how the J stamp should look like. So it could be printed, it could be stamped, it could be handwritten. What was indeed defined was that the J stamp should be on the title page on the upper left corner, and right beside the J stamp there should be entered the date when the J stamp was applied. So only the size, the location, and the red color was defined, but the form was never defined. And that's the reason why we can see so many styles of this J leather. In the very beginning, we could also see the J stamp just on the cover or in other places. I assume that was the case before the circular letter went around, or just the clerk didn't know how to handle it correctly. Anyway, this is one of the most exciting collector stories I experienced during more than 20 years of collecting and research. Over time, I acquired approximately 40 documents out of these 200 documents, and partly shared them also with fellow collectors. If you have further questions on this story or on German passports with the J stamp, drop me a line in the comments. Otherwise, as always, please visit my website for more details on passport history.